Welcome, everyone, to the Robert Reed After Party, or as he's better known today, the Sweaty Non-Believer.
Oh.
And so far we have with us, of course, the guest of honor, Robert, is with us. So we've got Peter from Gonna Go For It. You know his channel as well. He's also here with us. We got this Irish Swede guy right below us here, our financial guru. We've got my very good friend and practically neighbor. I could probably throw a rock through his front window. Mr. Simply Secular Dave is with us, and somebody with much shorter hair than the last time I saw him. Mr. Grant Farmer is with us. Randolph, who's off doing something. Mikey's in the back right now, and we've also got Sweaty in Memphis, but it's you know, it's Julie. So we've been talking about getting Robert a kilt. That's basically what we've been talking about. And Julie's going to ship one up to him.
Yeah, I actually will. I may even have one that will fit you already, but I just need your waist measurement.
36.
And it's an authentic one. 36?
Me too.
Me
too.
Nice.
I'm a 36.
You are fit, sir. All right.
Me too.
Robert, you could just send her the skirt you wear. I'm sure she could take measurements from that.
It's not the same kind of deal.
I've had to learn the hard way.
It's a real one. I actually ordered it from Scotland for my Scottish-themed wedding. Turns out I'm mostly Irish.
So my waist is 32, but I have to buy a 36 pants because my ass is huge. So I don't know. Holy shit, the Rev!
Hey, Rev.
How you doing?
Hey, he's got a face. One of my oldest followers on Twitter. Nice to see you, man.
It's nice to talk to you, Rev. Holy shit. And I don't
mine, man.
It's holy shit. Look at this going. This
Rev, what's going on?
Doing good. How are you guys doing?
Not too bad. Shannon just got back to me. She's going to be a few minutes because apparently her cat is being, in her words, an exceptional asshole right now.
Okay.
By the way, I have to make a note. Julie, did you know that the kilt originated in Ireland?
Yeah, I have read that.
Yep.
I think it's just. I mean, those cultures are super close. I mean, their islands are like this far apart.
No.
I mean, Scotland isn't an island. That came out weird. It's connected to. You know what? I'm gonna stop talking before I reveal the ignorance of an American about geography.
Where's Canada, Julie?
Canada is above me and to the north.
Yep.
And it's part of America. There are 3 countries in America: Canada, the United States of America, and Mexico. Mexicans are American, y'all. Deal with it.
Ooh, that's gonna be controversial.
We're all North Americans.
Yeah, we are all North American. And there's plenty of interesting countries in South America too.
Well, Rev is at my 6 o'clock. What'd you just get up there, big guy? What were you drinking? What was that brown shit I saw?
This is I found this. This is a sake that I found at one of the local Knoxville restaurants that is very, very delightful and charming.
All right.
And
I don't know if I've ever had a sake.
You never had sake?
I'm not sure if I have.
Oh my goodness! And then I'm drinking it out of my drink Wisconsin glass. Because that's the way everybody should be drinking, if they can.
Rev, do you drink sake hot or cold?
I started drinking it hot, and now I think that there's more options for it chilled. But I've been wearing out the Total Wine section or the sake section in the Total Wine. Yeah.
Hold on. What the fuck am I looking at? Have I ever seen a turtle penis?
Yes. Apparently, I'm sure really wants to know this.
I've seen a video of 2 turtles fucking, and apparently when the guy turtle busts a nut, it's like fucking Peter North on porn. It covers the place. But that's disgusting. And now I want to try sake.
Oh, sake's awesome.
No,
I've never had it.
What the hell?
I mean, here's a shock and a surprise. There's not a lot of sake selections in a small town in Louisiana.
No,
So-
in Memphis, like, it's super expensive because it has to come all the way from Japan, and I feel guilty that, like, you know, it's like, okay, I'm killing the planet to spend, you know, this much money on sake. But yeah, and also this is apparently a very gaijin thing, which is a Japanese term. It might be a slur, I'm not sure, for non-Japanese people.
Yeah.
But it's like, we're the ones who still like sake hot, whereas most Japanese people actually drink it cold. So
I did not know that.
Right? But I like a hot pot of sake. When I go to a restaurant, a sushi restaurant, I order a large pot of hot sake, and I like it.
Papa, come here.
So.
I always thought, and the only thing I know about sake is that apparently it's supposed to warm it up.
Yeah.
It's Japanese. Okay.
It's a sake buzz is a nice buzz because it's not as heavy as red wine because it's a rice wine, and I'm a red wine girl, but I don't like white wine because it's usually too sweet. Sake isn't too sweet. It's not sweet at all. It just, but it's just good.
What the fuck is this?
This one here.
Right, are those turtle penises?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
What is happening?
Y'all are some motherfuckers. Can we not look at turtle dicks right now?
Yeah, we cannot look at turtle dicks right now.
I'm trying.
I agree with Robert.
My boy's over here wrestling. Papa's trying to get Bubba to fight him. I'm sitting here sweating like a slave who just ran away from the fucking plantation. And I look on the screen, it's like turtle dicks. Like, I don't need this in my life right now.
Well, Robert, since you're hot, I think someone should buy you that outfit.
No.
Just saying. Just saying.
Oh my god.
The world needs that.
All right. So now y'all see why does I don't check DMs very much. It's like, if I scroll down right now, I like got 50 DMs I haven't checked. And every once in a while, I just like, fuck me. Because there was one with Peter, like half naked, like on a motorcycle or some shit. I was like, I can't unsee that. It's like, I don't need that in my life right now. Right? It's like, shit's hard enough already. So, like,
if you keep talking about that, you know I'm going to pull that up, right?
Please don't. This is only like my fourth one. I need like 10 of them.
Right?
Peter, it's important to know that Robert's not your only victim on that.
Question. What is with the unsolicited nudity pics of any kind? If they're unsolicited. If they're solicited, hey, you do you. You know, let your freak flag fly. But, like, why is it that I've seen genitalia I never asked to see?
If I may,
I know
I think there's a difference between, like, when I got a divorce, I learned that the crotch shot is the new calling card. It's like I'm still trying to remember this person's last name, and I'm like, yo, that was fun. Would you like to grab coffee? And now I see their crotch. And I'm just like, that's awkward. I'm not seeing you again. So there's a difference between that and then a fucker like Peter who's going to fuck with you.
Okay.
And is like, Robert, I need you to check your DMs right now. It's like, shit, what's going on? Next thing you know, I see Peter in a Speedo.
Randolph, I'm pulling you out for a bit because you're busy, and I'm going to bring Shannon in.
Boy, hey, okay.
There goes, okay.
Shannon.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, everyone be quiet.
So I can drink in peace.
No, how do you blow up Shannon's picture? I need to have just 2 minutes with Shannon.
I'm a mess right now. I've been cleaning. Oh,
there
Jesus.
You go. No. Don't move. I'm serious when I tell you. You were one of my first follows when I got on Twitter.
I'm sorry.
No. I thought you were fucking amazing. I loved your wit, your intelligence. This is my first time talking to you. You commented on one of my videos a long time ago and said, like, I made you laugh. I was like, holy shit, Shannon's watching my... I always thought you were fucking amazing. So I've never met you until this moment.
That's true.
I am glad that I am sharing this space. This has made my Twitter world worth it. Thank you. I have finally met you.
We did it!
Fucking amazing. I said it. Thank you so much.
Robert,
finally meeting you.
Wait till you drink with her.
Hold on. Shannon, can you put it down?
I can.
Shannon's a badass. Like I've only heard stories. I have not had the pleasure myself because in 2019 I didn't make it to the convention, but I've heard the red wine down the back, massive hug story.
Oh, yeah.
So great, and exactly something that I would do. So.
Yeah,
no, I'm nothing like her. I'm not that smart.
Well, how about this, Shannon? If you and I ever share space, just so you know, like my dad calls us, I am a professional drunk. So
I'm a Nova Scotian. That's one step above that.
Well, I'm a Cajun, which means this shit. I've never had a hangover in my life.
Really?
I don't. I've heard that it's terrible.
I'm jealous. I have definitely had a hangover.
So, just so you know, if I ever get a chance to see you, you and I are going to go to a bar and we're going to shut that shit down.
We'll do it.
I'm not letting you get up. Like, we're not leaving until somebody's heaving. But I finally get a chance to fucking meet you.
I think that's my new mantra.
Go easy on him, Shannon. I don't want to see Robert.
Yeah, don't hurt the man, Shannon. Because I just know, like instinctively, that Shannon would drink me under the fucking table. I just know. I know I outweigh her. I just know.
Well, I bet I outweigh both of you. So
hopefully you do.
You and me together outweigh this entire crowd.
I didn't put on the COVID 15. The COVID 15. I put on the COVID 50. So, but I think yes, you still outweigh me. I think.
I did something similar. Once I lost my sports, man, losing my sports killed me. Like not being able to play soccer and ball anymore just fucking killed me.
Right? Not being able to leave my apartment.
Can relate.
I got a townhouse apartment. There's only so much walking up and down the stairs one can do.
Right? And working full time from home, never being able to leave your house, and homeschooling a 10-year-old. I'm just like, you know what? I just eat and drink my feelings now. That's what I do.
Those Twitter videos that I normally do in the morning. My Twitter videos in the morning during COVID. They were all me drinking. I remember doing one video because they shut down Gold's Gym. And I was like, that's my release. That's my iron therapy. I go there for 2 hours and just like lift until I cry. And like it shut down. And so it got to a point where it's like, okay, I'm not gonna have my first drink until like noon. Okay, 11. Then it got to a point to where I was 2 cocktails into the day before I had my first cup of coffee.
Coffee was made for Bailey's. That's all I'm saying. Bailey's was made for coffee. One or the other.
I did that on my wedding day.
All right. Hang on. I'm going to rotate a couple of people because Randolph wants to say hi to you, Shannon. So hang on one second.
Oh, okay.
Shannon, you're popular. Shit.
Jesus. I came to say hi to Robert.
I stayed here to say hi to you, shit.
I just wanted to say, Shannon, I've been listening lately to episodes of Atheist Experience and the line that you've been on. I think you've been doing really excellent with the callers. I really appreciate your demeanor and everything. Thank you for that. You're a great inspiration.
Oh, that's kind. Thank you. I appreciate you.
He's right, nice. Too. He's definitely right. All right, you can fuck off now, Randolph.
Shannon, my favorite moment with you, and I listen to this on a regular, but it was you with G-Man.
Oh, the one where he told me I'd be lucky if Bill Gates raped me.
Yeah, oh my God. I was on your ability. And I think I'm kind of cold with stupid people. You're cool, I actually think I saw that picture because I posted it on fucking Twitter. I was like, this is all of us, right? It was just like, no, you would be lucky if Bill Gates raped you, and you're like, stop. I watch that shit on a regular basis, and you with Darth Dawkins. Because you are a goddess to me because I got an invitation. I need to check my email to go on Truth Wanted with Objectively Dan.
Oh, do that. Definitely do that.
Yeah, and I want to do it, but I watched the one with Godless Iowan, and I recognize his voice like that. And it was about, I'd probably say 5 to 10 minutes in, where Godless was like, "Is this Darth Dawkins?" and the way he answered it, and I was like, "Well, I go by." I was like, "Okay, you're already a fucking liar, dude. Stop." And I saw your interview with him. I don't know how you do it.
I didn't even know I was talking to him until like 2 hours before that.
Oh God!
I was a replacement. Somebody backed out.
Yeah.
And I was like, sure, I'll do it. I like having conversations. And then that happened.
Yeah.
But G-Man is a whole other kettle of fish from anyone else you could talk to. I mean,
G-Man a few times.
I know, and I admire you so much.
And I won't
use my ever-loving shit.
Not that I've ever had. What's that?
Just wanted to say real quick that Eric Murphy popped in to say hi. So.
Hi, Eric.
Eric, what's up,
There
man?
he is.
Good job on the new show.
Yeah, the new show's awesome. We love it.
I was in the queue, and then they decided not.
Fuck you, Neil.
That can be misconstrued, but I was in the queue, and then they ended the show, and I was like, "Fuck!" I didn't get.
I would too.
They saw you and they just noped out of there. I don't blame
fuck
them.
that.
Why is the camera on me? Whoa! Let's get that off me.
Because Mikey hates you, Chris.
Wait. Eric, where?
Is it in the chat?
Yeah, because for a second it said Eric D. Murphy, but it's not. Oh, Eric's in the chat. That's what it was.
Okay.
Right.
And his name came up over Christians. That's what happened. Okay. Yeah, we love you, Eric. We love thee.
Yeah.
Give them our love.
No, I'm Eric. See the hair?
Interchangeable.
I missed you down there, Eric.
Can I say something to Robert? I came in to say something to Robert. I can't stay super long because it's already 11 p.m. here in fucking Narnia where I live.
Okay, brother. I'll phone in next week.
I love you so much. That's why I came in, because even though I'm a disaster because I've been cleaning all evening and working all day, your Twitter account just is educational and inspiring and hilarious, and I would support everything that you do because you are just so you're able to insert insight into like this really terse humor, and I love you. I wish more people would follow you, and I will follow you forever. I even said in the chat earlier, even if I ever deleted my Twitter account, I would create a stock account just to follow you.
Okay.
Because I love it so much. I love hearing you.
My Twitter career is now complete. Wow, this is the ultimate full circle, because I feel the exact same way about you. So
my Twitter account is a disaster.
No, I just bit my tongue. But yeah, you were one of the first ones. I was like, yo, holy shit, who is this? Because at that point, I was still trying to figure out what non-belief was.
Wow, really?
Yeah. It's like I didn't believe in God, but I didn't know I was an atheist.
No shit.
And so then I saw you. I was like, okay, now I'm starting to dig this. And I saw, Atheist Experience. And then all the way down here at my 6 o'clock, it's this fucker's fault. That
Peter! Hi, Peter.
Oh, yeah, this is all his fucking fault. So, I think you're fucking amazing. And I stayed. And I delayed taking my crazy people pills just to finally see you. So I think the feeling may be mutual. I think you're fucking amazing. So for real. Right? Well, and how appropriate my shirt, right? So
I have
a couple see the rest of it. This is since I'm around women all day long.
We knew.
Yeah,
we knew, by the way. The second I saw Breast Man, I was like, that's for breast cancer awareness. I love it.
I'm around women 8 hours a day, and the number of women I've seen go through breast cancer it's ripped my fucking heart out. And so it's like, I've got a shirt for every day of the week of October as a result. But Shannon, I just think you're fucking amazing. And I stayed online just to finally fucking meet you. So
get an MS awareness one for me for March.
Say that again?
I said get an MS awareness one for me for March.
Yep, I have one already.
I absolutely will.
Me and Josh from Digital Hammurabi, both of us have multiple sclerosis.
Yeah.
Got it.
Hey, quick question, Shannon.
Sure.
How long does it take you to rake that entire forest behind you?
I don't. I just
that
hop
would
in
be
my
why the cleaning takes
TARDIS,
so long. I mean,
and I.
Oh
and
shit! I didn't even see the TARDIS. That's epic.
We're Canadians. We don't have to rake.
That's right.
Because we understand how
You don't rake the lawn. You
wildfires
just mow over the leaves. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
like what?
That's mulch.
It's great for mulching. Yeah.
Don't be crazy.
My country is never going to get
Shannon,
over that.
Shannon, there's one thing that I wanted to bring up. The show you did with Dawkins, that's my absolute favorite.
I hear
I've
that.
never seen.
Yeah,
I've never seen.
you people are weird, like BDSM kind of shit.
Yeah, I mean that was awesome. And there is someone here who likes to say a word to you.
Why are you acting like a snot-nosed 16-year-old?
Peter clips everything.
I missed it. And oh my God, he said that to you?
Oh, you should see the shit he says about me now. Oh my God.
Oh, but
have you?
He gets more aggressive.
Have you heard what he says about me? I mean,
glories.
I don't follow any of the shit.
Very Peter Drucker right now. I mean, I'm hanging on every word of his brilliance.
Whoa!
Okay.
What?
So if that's the case, Shannon,
wait.
Go. What's that? There's another one.
Wait, Randolph.
Who's the head of Canadian Atheists? I mean, have you ever heard?
Yeah, Darth Dawkins got so mad at me he mispronounced my name as retard one day.
I'm sure he mispronounced it.
Yeah, I'm sure that wasn't in any way.
Well, you know, I welcome correction from him. He hasn't approached me yet. We've only spoken 4 times.
I'm sorry. That one hits me kind of where I live. I have a nephew who is autistic, and that's been hurled at him as a slur before, and I do not like that word, and I really don't like it when people use it so avant-garde. I'm sorry, like just so callously and casually, like it doesn't mean anything.
That's how Darth Dawkins rolls, though. He does that.
Yeah.
He is a bigot.
Yeah.
There's no question about it. He's also against trans people. There's some. He's got all kinds of problems.
So he hates my spouse.
He hates
everybody. Gunshot is non-binary.
I think
he likes Otangelo. No, Robert. He doesn't hate everybody. He doesn't hate everybody. He likes Otangelo Grasso, but yeah, he hates almost everybody. Yeah.
I wonder when you got someone like
you got to give kudos to Otangelo because he does a great acting job.
Peter, do you just have a soundboard?
He does. Everyone on there.
Oh wow!
It really does.
I put him in the same category as that Joseph Abraham interview that you and I did, Peter. That was this total clusterfuck, and people like that is just like. I think they wake up every morning and they hate the person in the mirror, so they just kind of spread that bullshit to everybody. Because me and Peter were nice as shit to Joseph in the pregame show, and that dude just got on our show. Next thing you know, we're yelling at each other for no fucking reason. And when I saw your shit with Darth Dawkins, to me it was the same thing. It's like you kept it at a 3, and he kept trying to take it to a 12.
Oh, he was obviously trying to escalate me. As soon as I realized he was
like
attempting to escalate me, I was like, "You're not going to get your way."
Yeah, and I don't know where you think
you are. You don't really know Shannon, do you?
Because when Joseph started with his shit, it was just like we were talking about evolution. It was like evolution isn't a debate, right? It just do you accept the science or do you not? And this fucker went straight into in your tiny little mind.
Yeah.
Wait, are we already insulting each other? We're 10 minutes into this shit.
That's an attempt to derail the conversation so that they don't have to address the points that you made.
And the big problem with that show was that was our first show together. And so while it worked, we both have a thing. If that's brought up, then we go from 0 to 100 in no time, which is rape.
Yeah.
And he brought that up figured out that that's going to trigger them, so he kept that topic.
Yeah.
But while it was a shit show, it got us in touch with Erica. And Erica's deconverted from Christianity to atheism because of that show.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Now,
I
think
that made it worth it, but that one hurt. Go ahead.
The way Shannon dealt with Darth Dawkins was brilliant. All this implied psychoanalysis stuff, it drove him up the wall.
Just an ass kiss fast.
Stand it.
Don't be so Nova Scotian about it, Shannon. Just take the compliment.
But that's the way you do it.
I loved it. It was great.
No, my mom taught me that lesson because there was a kid that used to fuck with
Robert was cool.
But you are cool. I still remember there was a kid, but you are beautiful. But there was a kid who used to fuck with me in school, and my mom told me he's only doing it for the reaction.
Yeah,
don't give it to him. And I still remember he called me every name under the fucking sun, and I just sat on that bus and I looked that way, and I still remember everyone calls me Chris. It was Chris, and he just kept going, and I heard the volume go down, and when he didn't get me, he went to this person, and she was right. And so it's like Joseph Abraham came on our show just to poke, and he kept going and going. And then he said, when a woman drinks too much, she deserves to be raped. Both me and Peter lost our shit.
That flipped my bitch switch pretty quick.
Right. And then for the rest of the show, he was like, well, have you ever had sex with someone who drank? I was like, well, yeah. So you're a rapist. And so the next hour was him, no matter what we said, it was, you're a self-admitted rapist. And I was like, okay, this is a shit show. Wow. And so that's why when you handled Darth Dawkins the way you did, again, you stayed at it 2, he took it to a 12, and he could never get you to even go to like a 4.5.
Would you say
that's why I said, I think you're amazing.
I got you.
Yeah, so now we're just going to make her blush until she cries.
Yeah,
and I don't give a shit. I think Shannon is amazing. I said it.
If you guys haven't seen the Just Jeff versus Darth Dawkins.
Yeah, me too, Susan.
Did Jeff do Darth Dawkins too?
Yep. And he handled him brilliantly. He follows Anthony Magnabosco and the whole
the SE stuff. Yeah, Street of
the Street of Epistemology.
Thank you, Anthony. I love you.
Oh, Anthony's good people. Yeah.
Anthony's awesome. He handled him exceptionally well, and if you haven't seen it, go watch it because
I really like Jeff.
Yeah, that's great.
Ask me how fucking amazing it was to have lunch with Anthony Magnabosco and Hector Garcia.
I watched his video.
How amazing was it, Neil?
It was. I was like, I was drooling. I was at that point where I didn't even know what to say. It's like, I'll have fajitas. I don't care.
I would have fangirled all
talking with like this is probably, of all the books that I've purchased over the past little while, this one is probably one of the best fucking books
I need to read that
I've had.
Hold on. What is that one?
Alpha God by Hector. I had Hector on to talk
Okay.
about it. He's good people.
Oh yeah,
Hector's good people.
and really good on the research and the his history. Sorry, I've had some things to drink. That doesn't mean anyone can rape me.
That's right. Correct.
Oh yeah.
Boy,
You got to get the T-shirt that says "Not Rapeable."
That's the sad part. And
well, unfortunately, that's not the case. But one moves on.
What I used to say back in the day was, well, when I'd have people come to me and say, "Oh, I'm going to rape you," and I'd say, "Well, you can't rape the willing." That kind of thing. But it was more of a one-on-one thing, right? I would never say that like in.
No.
Not like on like YouTube or anything.
No, not on
right. Yeah, no, not on YouTube.
Could you imagine?
It was kind of a suicide joke at the time.
No, I've heard that phrase before, and there is, there's something to that. It's like, sometimes you want to get a bit tipsy, have a good time, and hook up with someone. There's no shame in that.
No,
There's
none at
nothing
all.
wrong with that. As long as both people are consenting adults, there is nothing wrong with that.
Bam.
It's all about consent, and that's what we need to be.
Exactly.
I have said that in my classes, right? Permission. Well, I just hit puberty again. Having a drink is not consent to sex.
Thank you.
Because I've had I've learned. I tell the ladies in my class I learn more from you than you will ever learn from me. I will never have the view of life as a smaller woman. And the number of times where it's like things have happened because a guy's like, well, I bought you drinks. Shouldn't you be sucking my? And it's like, yo, it's just like the only thing that consents to sex is consent to sex. And even if she's in the middle of sex, she still has the right to say, stop. Mm-hmm. And just the stories I've heard over about the last 15, 16 years of teaching women self-defense has literally changed the way I've looked at life. And just like the number of times where just like I was kissing him and I was like, well, I don't want to kiss you anymore. And the next thing you know, and just like, okay, kissing is not consent to sex. Flirting is not consent to sex. Short skirts are not a consent to sex.
That's what I wanted to bring up.
Sex is not consent to pregnancy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that was the other thing is like, yo, he jizzed inside of you. It's like, no, consent. And again, things that I did not have a vision on 2 decades ago. My whole work day is listening to the worst stories ever. It's like, it's literally changed my life. It's like, dude, even if she's giving you the greatest hand job you've ever had in your entire life, you're 2 strokes away from busting, and she stops. She doesn't owe you shit.
Nope.
She doesn't owe you. Go do that yourself.
And it goes both ways. I'm not gonna. Don't worry, I'm not treading into like men's rights territory here or anything. But it goes both ways. Like I didn't know this for the longest time, but at any point you can agree to an act initially, and if you decide in the middle of it that you're done, that you don't want to do that it hurts or whatever, anyone, regardless of gender, can say no, and that has to be respected. You have to stop.
And you don't even have to justify. You don't even have to justify.
You don't. No, you do not.
That's, you know what I find really sad about this is that so many people have to be taught about consent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be. People shouldn't have to justify how they feel. This is how you feel. That's it. Disagreeing with your feelings is different than disagreeing with a claim or position. Like, it's just how a person feels. Accept it and accommodate. Be a nice person. It's not that hard. Like Robert was saying earlier, it's not hard to be nice.
One of my videos was on that one because I remember I had a particularly hard day at work a while back. And I came home and I did a video with no names, of course. And that was one thing I learned from that day. It was like, you don't owe an explanation to anybody. You don't owe a justification. It's like, yo, we were in the middle of fucking, why'd you stop? You don't have to answer that question. If you don't feel comfortable with X, Y, and Z, you don't have to justify shit. You should be able to say no, and that's the end of the fucking story. Again, you don't owe anybody shit. That's your body, that's your meat. Whether you want someone inside of you or you want to be inside of somebody else, it doesn't matter your reason. Yes is yes and no is no. That's right. It. That's the whole fucking story. And again, it's shit that I didn't have a view on a decade and a half ago. But after that, now it's like, yo.
That's for you, Robert.
Yeah, 1 stroke after no, congratulations, asshole. You just raped somebody.
Yeah.
Just fucking stop.
And good for you for saying that, because I didn't get that either. Like I thought that like once I consented to something initially, I had to go through with it. No. That's not true. And I'm 43 years old, y'all. I came of age in the 90s. So this is old stuff. I hope.
Feel old.
I got my grad. I don't worry, you're not. But anyway, the point is that you're as old as you feel, essentially. But the point is that like I didn't know that much about consent.
Yeah.
So there were things where there was a thing that happened. I'm not going to go into any detail, but there was a thing that happened that I didn't realize until more than a decade later. That I was like, oh my God, that was rape. I was raped.
Yeah.
Like I was screaming no, and they kept going. I'm not talking about junk shop, by the way. They would never do that. Just to be clear.
You don't know anybody's shit.
No, exactly. But I had agreed to the act initially, and I don't. I was in denial essentially. Sorry, Neil. I bring things down. It's what I do. Feel free to kick me out. It's okay.
Oh no, please.
It's an important conversation.
No,
you have to apologize for talking about your experience, Julie.
That's real ass life.
All right. Yeah, it is.
And you should never apologize.
Never.
Talking about this, bringing this up, sharing that with other people. Never apologize for that. Never.
Agreed.
All right, y'all, you're gonna make me cry, so stop it. All right.
No, it's all good, but it's like, we hear every word because, again, we were talking about some of this shit today at work, and it's like Republicans, right? It's like it's not real until it happens to them, right? Y'all remember John McCain? It was like, oh, faggot shouldn't get married. Then his daughter came out as lesbian. Well, maybe we should. Right?
Yeah.
Stem cell research in the 80s, right? It was Reagan era. Well, that's against God, blah, 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 blah. Guess who came down with a neurological disease? Who were the first ones to say, maybe we should talk, right? So it's like, when we talk about consent and everything else, and I wish I still had her in my life. It was the first woman I ever promoted to purple belt. And in my system, purple belt is a big one because it's the first time you have to fight for a rank. I don't give two shits about your forms. I don't care about your knowledge. I just want to see, can you take a fucking punch? And it sounds terrible. We beat the shit out of her. And you know who was still left standing? Her. And so I made her my assistant in my self-defense classes. Nice. And sadly, she's a rape survivor from college, and she's a lawyer now, and that's what she does. And in my self-defense seminars, I always ask her to speak first, and she tells her story. I've got the knowledge, but I don't have the experience. You know what I mean? And so when she tells her story, I can feel the energy in the class just, oh God, because she tells her story, and it's kind of the same thing. Right, it was like I was on a date and bam, right?
But Robert, the statistics are so high on rape in North America that when you're talking about a situation like that, you're talking to almost the majority of people out there.
Yeah. Exactly, and that's why I always ask this lady to speak, because almost everyone who comes to my class, they have the mindset of, I'm the only one, it was my fault, all that other stuff. And then when this lady comes in with a pretty high rank, and it's like, yo, I can fight, but guess what happened to me? The energy is like, oh, now I can talk about it.
Yeah.
And this lady makes it okay. And you're like, it wasn't your fault. You did nothing wrong. Right. Even if you jerked him off, even if you gave him a blow, no matter what happened, if you were saying no.
That person.
Oh.
Saying. And yeah,
so those stories are important. No,
I'm out of my drink now.
Well, Shannon,
I am too.
My last one.
I got a couple more of these in the fridge.
I was about to say, just in case, I can have just a little bit more before I have to go to bed. But please continue. I'd love to hear these. Love to hear kind of a fucked up thing to say.
I'm using my fucking DoorDash to order more beer. So.
You did. Holy shit. Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottles of liquor. Right over there.
Why am I Robert, you're like me. I never don't have. There's always
no.
This is the rarity.
You can booze online and have it delivered to your house. I was like, okay.
When COVID hit, and they were shutting down the state of Texas, I was scared, and we were all scared. So we all headed to Total Wine, right? And there was a line out of the door, and I was like, okay, I put it in. I was like, $300. And I was like, I'm just going to go whatever $300 gets me. And we all looked like winos. And I still remember, because I got to know the manager, Ted. And it was like, I was like, yo, Ted, this is a sad day, man. I'm not going to see you a while. And he was, because that's when that was the day before Greg Abbott shut down the state of Texas.
Yeah.
And Ted was like, what are you talking about? I'll see you tomorrow. I was like, no, you haven't heard the news? Abbott shut down the whole fucking state. He's like, yeah, he is. But liquor stores are still essential businesses.
services.
So I'll see you tomorrow, Robert.
Fucking right
And
they are.
I still bought $300 worth of booze. And you know what? I saw his ass tomorrow. Every trip I made to the fucking liquor store, I looked like I was buying for a fucking frat party. It was horrible.
Like an irresponsible amount of booze. We did that too, because our liquor store in our neighborhood, which is literally within walking distance, very easy walking, even me walking distance, out of shape me walking distance. They will deliver if you make at least an order of at least $100.
Same here.
And
so
easily. It's like, okay, so we need gin, we need whiskey, we need scotch, and we need wine. All right, we're good.
I just got more adventurous. I always need rum, so I'll buy rum and I'll be like, let's see what coolers these guys make. What kind of wine do you guys have?
I don't know what's wrong with you people. I haven't run out of alcohol in like 12
I
years.
didn't say I ran out.
I still have one tiny bit.
Hobby, Dave.
What is that?
My hobby. I'm a collector of boozes.
Neil, he's a being mean. I can be
Here in Canada, we call that a Texas Mickey. We call that a Texas Mickey in Canada.
This thing is over 40 years old. I bought that when I was 15 for a joke.
Oh, nice.
I still haven't. So the labels have fallen off. It's White Horse Scotch, and I need a special occasion to open it because
I'm coming over, Peter.
Neil, these aren't even open yet.
Bacardi. Oh, god damn.
That's not rum. It's rum flavored liquid.
But the Hendrix, I recognize that bottle. I just finished one off.
Yeah, we go. You big fella.
Now you're talking, Rev.
What's Rev got?
Yeah.
You might have to wait, Peter, because Neil might be stopping at Dave's place first.
There you go. That's the good shit right there.
Oh no,
Jack.
buddy.
I can't see the label.
Oh yeah, nice. I'm not going anywhere now. There's no way I'm going. I got it.
Beautiful.
Oh god damn.
Ooh.
Oh,
that is a break in case of emergency type of shit.
Like break it. Yeah, is it break in case of emergency?
We have a lot of emergencies in my house.
Shut up. Before I even
These are
sign
not
off,
cheap.
What's that? No, hell no. I got to roll here in a little bit, but Shannon, just so you know, because you said the word rum. Hold on, my camera's back.
Yeah, it's backwards. Yeah.
Okay, so that way. So I can drink gin from morning till night and be okay. Rum fucks me up. The last several times I've had rum.
I'm gonna ruin you.
No. There's a name for it at work. It's called Rum Robert. So I don't drink rum, but the times that I've gotten crunk on rum, I have woken up next to coworkers. I'm like, did we? Shit. Because my boss supplies the liquor for the fucking Christmas parties. And I was like, I can't do it anymore. It was like, I think I'm a good guy. And it's like, and we woke up and it's like, I still remember the last one. She worked in our cafe. And we've always had a thing. And this was years ago. And we woke up and it's like, it is like, fuck. Okay, Monday's going to be awkward. So we're just going to kind of act like high five, Rose. Okay. So I can't touch rum. Every time I've had rum, I've woken up next to a coworker.
This must be a
totally on the up and up, totally consensual, but just like,
I remember
Robert,
it says that right on the label,
and
right?
we woke up.
I can drink a bottle of rum and nobody would even know I had a drink.
There we go. That's me with whiskey. For me, the killer is tequila. So everybody go around.
Yeah.
What is your that is death to you?
That is the it liquor. That's what I call it. I can drink gin from sun up to sundown. So we got a tequila. We got a. What is your? Yeah, Shannon.
What's your rum?
I can drink whiskey all day long and be fine.
See, I can drink rum morning till night, and I'll be all right.
What is your it liquor?
I can do the same with vodka.
Shannon, what
I don't know. I don't think I've hit it yet.
Kraken.
I'm curious, Shannon. Have you ever tasted Stroh? STROH?
No, my favorite's
Oh
Florida
yeah,
Vienna.
That's from Austria.
Yeah.
No, I've not tried it.
That's 80% alcohol.
Okay, we need to get her
Oh,
a
it's like
bottle.
Screech. It's like Screech.
No, it's very smooth for 80. It's
It is-
really high
it
proof,
is-
but it's beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
best.
love it.
I would try it
Yeah.
because I've drank a lot of Screech. Screech is like the Newfoundland. It's like it's the same basic proof as what you just described. Only it does not go down smooth. You got to work to get that shit down. And I have.
If you mix the moonshine with diesel fuel, that's kind of what Screech tastes like.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
No, I've had moonshine. No, thank you.
And I drank a bottle of that on the back of a four-wheeler and just drove for 100 kilometers.
Jesus.
Didn't know where I was when I was off the four-wheeler, but I had a tent. It was fine.
I think we're all old enough to have that story, don't we? We've all had that liquor where you back of a four-wheeler, wake up next to coworkers, made 911 calls you weren't aware of.
Fireball, Goldschlager.
The only time I ever got into a bad fist fight that I don't remember was whiskey. Was Crown Royal.
Oh,
I drank like a bottle of Crown Royal. And I just woke up and I was like, why do all of my friends hate me? And they were like, you told off everyone and then you got into a fight with so-and-so. And I was like, oh, was she being a bitch?
I don't know what it is. I can drink a scary amount of whiskey and never be hungover. I've never had a hangover from whiskey. I've never done anything inappropriate. It actually kind of hypes me up. I don't know if that's the bipolar disorder and it affecting it. In my particular brain chemistry, I don't know.
You too, huh?
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if it's like I've always said the reason why I've never had a hangover is because I've got this crazy metabolism. Again, if I eat a 1,500 calorie breakfast, I'm hungry 2 hours later. That's why medicine doesn't work on me, and I think that's why. But it's like I didn't know if that was.
No, my people are short and curvy.
Okay. Because the best part of me is bipolar, and the worst part of me is. Go ahead.
I have to go. It's 11:30 at night. I have to work in the morning.
Okay,
I'm sorry. It's very late here in Narnia.
I got to go to, and Shannon, it was fucking worth it. I'm glad to have met your acquaintance, finally.
Cheers.
I am glad to have made your acquaintance as well. I came here because I've always wanted to say hello to you. And
Shut
I never had
the fuck up. That's not possible. The crazy Cajun who followed you on Twitter. But, yo, thank you for all that you do, honestly and truly.
And the next time I go to Faithless Forum in Austin, you better find a way to say hello to me or go.
Yeah, I will absolutely. How about this? I will buy you rum, and I will get myself gin.
You don't need to buy me anything. You just need to come and hang out and say hello.
Fair enough. I think you're amazing. So
we can
handle the booze. And I'm sorry I'm not good at taking compliments, everybody. I really do appreciate them. Thank you. It means a lot to me. I'm sorry that I'm not good at it. It's not an easy thing to be good at.
You're fantastic. You are fantastic.
Well, I did it because I was raised Catholic, but Shannon, you're awesome, and you've helped me a lot. So thank you.
Shannon, just take it. Just take it. Say thank you.
You've touched a lot of lives. You have touched a lot of lives. So wonderful.
Yeah, my leather jacket loves you.
Your jacket smells like fun.
Y'all have no idea how much I need this laugh. Thank y'all. I'm gonna beat it, y'all. Y'all are fantastic.
Hey, Robert, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you jumping in, man.
Of course. Y'all are the best. Good night, y'all.
Good to see you again, Robert.
I'll be sending a thank you tweet out, so watch for that.
I will.
Okay.
Peace.
Oh my God.
All right.
That was awesome. I hate that they had to go. And I'm sorry I talked so much, y'all.
Yeah, just clam it up there, eh?
I don't know how.
Watching him melt really made me want to turn the air conditioning on.
Hey, Robert's back.
Exactly, Neil. That's what you should have done. Like anytime I get out of control, man, just fucking boot me. I will not hold. I do not have hard feelings ever. Like
I'm not going to do that to you. Hey, Jen.
Hi. I'm totally gonna give you a big hug and spill like red wine all over your hair at some point. Someday.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
And that will happen.
Oh.
Well, I just wanted to say one thing. I think Robert is the best thing that happened to me on social media. The moment we met on She Who Shall Not Be Named channel, that worked from that moment on, and yeah, he's my favorite co-host. All the others know, so just wanted to get that out. He's an amazing guy.
Robert's amazing. Robert is the best interview I ever had on my channel, and YouTube stopped broadcasting the interview about halfway through because we were talking about rape, and the algorithm picked up the word rape and suppressed the rest of the interview. So I believe it's still on my channel in the archives, but honestly, I work a lot, and Junk Shop's going through a weird medical thing. If y'all probably know about that, so it's just been a lot. So I don't know, but it might be there.
But did YouTube take it down? I think someone may have mass reported your stream. I think that might have been the problem, because I don't think bringing up the topic will take it down. Although
no, that's distinctly possible, because we weren't careful with our language, because we were talking about rape, and so we were saying rape, and I'm sorry, Neil, I need to stop saying this word because this might happen to this stream. Anyway, we were saying the R word, and it just apparently everyone who was watching it at the time was like, you guys just cut off, and it stopped. We don't know why. So and it's sad.
I know that there is certain groups of people out there who are anti-atheist, who, when they see a stream that has the opportunity for them to go in and flag it, they will en masse. Like they'll be in Discord and they'll be hitting the button and saying, everybody get in here and flag this and shut it down. So
yeah, that happened to me on Facebook. I had a Facebook account that got disabled after I posted a Scientific American or article of that stature kind of publication explaining how vaccines work. And then the next day I see, there's over 100 comments. And I never get, like, once in a while I might get one or two, usually no comments at all. And I look there, it's all these anti-vaxxers angry with me. And then after that, my account got disabled based on all these false accusations that have nothing to do with anything I was doing on there. And Facebook, I did the appeals process, and Facebook's response was that I'm never to use their system ever again. And so I consider Facebook to be anti-vax.
Hey, speaking of anti-vaxxers, did anyone hear about Marjorie Taylor Greene, the queen of the anti-vax?
Yeah.
I
did. Go ahead.
I'm not going to get into it. We're not going to get into it on here, but like,
I need to interrupt here. Okay, folks, I need to go. So,
sorry, Neil.
I have an issue that came out. My sister just texted me. My mom had a fall.
Okay,
so
we love you, love your mom, and bye.
I need to get going. So what I'm going to do is bring this to a close. It's probably going to be the shortest after party ever in the history of this channel.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Go.
I need to get going.
Nope, the after party for my interview was the shortest. 0 minutes.
But anyways,
Neil, call me if you need any help. Just let me know.
Yeah. If there's anything we can do, let us know.
Don't know how you can help, but that's okay. I'm just going to go over there and see what happens. Mom had a fall yesterday when I visited her as well, but that was my fault because I had her in the wheelchair and she slipped out of the wheelchair and I didn't grab her in time. So, but it was a minor one. So she goes, just my bum hurts. I'm like, yeah, but Mom, you're on blood thinners, so we have to know if you are bleeding internally. And thankfully she wasn't. But anyway, so yeah. Thanks everyone in the chat. I hope you guys enjoyed the after party. I'm sorry it wasn't longer. We'll do. I'll be back on Thursday. Hang on here before I go. My guest will be Sarah Ray from Sarah Talk Radio. So it should be a good show. So come and hang out with us then, and we'll be doing the after party for sure. And then I've got Paul Kamish coming up on May 29th, Biddy Buddha coming up on June 1st.
Nice.
One Texas Gal up on June 3rd, Rat Alley 8 up on June 5th, and Phoebe J. Rose, who I had to talk into coming on the show, but she finally caved and said yes. She'll be coming up on June 12th. She's got quite the interesting story. I'd still need someone for June 15th, June 10th, and June 8th. And then I'll be taking a 2-week break after the 15th. And I'll be back in July because that's my usual summer break. But anyway, thanks to everybody for hanging out. Thanks to all my patrons. You guys are awesome. Thanks, everyone. Forget that Randolph and I are starting our own call-in show real soon. So head over to the True North Talk channel and give us a sub over there. Don't forget to go head over to the nonprofit show and give them a sub over there. I pop in on that one from time to time. Lots of great hosts on that show. And also, the last but not least, coming up this Saturday, Atheist Drinking Out Loud with myself and Seamus and Andy and a guest. Our guest will be Bionic Dance, so come and hang out with us then as well. It's about 2 p.m. Pacific time.
And Blood Club. Next week, we're donating blood. Anybody who can donate blood, it's a great thing to do if you can do it.
Yep. If you're in our area, come and join myself and Randolph and Dave for the blood donation crew next Wednesday on the 9th. We'll be at Canadian Blood Services. We'll be at Canadian Blood Services at about 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, I think. 6, 5, whatever.
I think it's 5:15. Yeah.
5:15. Yeah, and that's it, guys. I'm sorry that it was such a short one tonight. But until next time, guys, like I always say at the end of these things, like the late great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, they do.